There's a spirit behind rifle. Once you handle it, you feel you are on the top of the world. I'm an inspector, and my name is and I put on 28 years in the service.
My names are Police Sergeant. By His grace, this is my 18th years in the service.
It is due to the death of my father. Because my father happened to be a police officer. He died as a sergeant. My father's colleagues, his junior, advised me that I should join. And I joined purposely for me to earn my living. I'm not happy because, you know, when you are doing a job, hoping that at the end of the day, you will have, let me put it, a better living. Let me use that word, a better living. Because after work, you retired to enjoy yourself. But I find out that most people that have retired, the enjoyment is not there. I get me. Because what they paid them at the end of putting on 35 years, in fact, at times, you may likely be tempted that it's better you have made a provision for yourself in whatever way. But you only take a godly people. If you are not godly, you might think towards that. But if you are godly, you know that we brought nothing to this world and we are taking nothing out of it. Initially, earlier on I said that my father was a policeman, died as a sergeant. And all what the police gave me was 1,000 naira. That was 1991. That is for the burial expenses. And then, do you know that up to today, I have not been paid anything. The funny part of it was that I monitored the whole processing from state command to pension office. On getting there, I was told that my birthday certificate was not there. They expect me to come and grease their palm. It is a thing that you can visit the police college because the pension district is very close to there, and see men, even those pensioners that have retired, you see them, some of them will come with their mat to be sleeping there till on how much. And with what we had as an inspector, I would now be paying 15,000 naira. That is what the government will be paying me. 15,000 naira, probably for the rest of my life, if God bless me with long life. Babangida once said it, that the problem of police lies within the police. And why the guy in the top is because of what attached to that office that they are holding. You know, all those businessmen, all those influential people will be coming with envelope, so they don't care. Let me just put it that way. No. This is my 28 years in the service. When I was recruited in 1992, a uniform was issued to us then. But we are the one that should go and look for button and no shoe and all others countrymen. And during the course of since that 1992 up to date, I'm not mistaken, I don't think I've been issued uniform more than 5 times. I don't think. I get me. Why I said that government release money. Let me just put it that way. But in a situation whereby in a division that are having about 100 policemen, and they are being called to come to the headquarters to come and collect uniform for the men, and on getting there, instead of collecting 100 PS of uniform for 100 personnel, maybe not up to 50. But the government say it hasn't issued the uniform. I think the problem lies within the hierarchy of the policemen, the top officer. And I believe that the federal government should be able to take care of the force. To me, since we gained our independence from the British, and they are the one that brought the job. And if we should be sincere with ourselves, trying to be like the developed country, I think that it's better for the government to borrow and do things the way it's been done in those developed countries. The Britain that brought the job, they have redefined the job. They take care of the police, pay them very well, so that they will not be influenced by anybody, either through monetary gain or other means. And as we all heard, the way they are being taken care of over there, their children have been taken care by the government. You know, in Nigeria, when you committed an offense, instead of you to open up and ready to face the consequences, we would like to buy our way out of it. That contributed to it. So the policemen now see that and capitalize on that. Again, I may say the poor salary or the poor service condition also contributed to it. And the organs, because if any of the top hierarchy tells you that he didn't send anybody out, any of his men out there to go and extort, it is a big lie. That is the practice. It is a practice. So if you are not ready to bring it, definitely you will not be posted to that place. And you will now be posted to where we call it dry land, whereby you will now only depend totally on your salary. Now, all those vehicles you see on the road, those vehicles are being fueled by those policemen attached to that vehicle. They will fuel it. If the vehicle develops fault, they are the one that will know how to put it right. It's not hidden. You will find out that it's not, even in a serene environment, it is not habitable for human being. Though we may say that maybe those people living there, if they are, but I believe that if a proper structure is being put in place, and a mayor is being put in place, dirtiness as a policeman is a disciplinary offense. So there should be a routine checking for those living in the barrack. Most of those people living in the barrack, they pay for the NEPA bill. If there's any barrack that has pipe-borne water, maybe all those old barracks and maybe all those pipe are busted. So for them to evacuate the soccer away, they are the one that will do it by themselves. And that is why when you go to some of those barracks, you see it stinking. You can't imagine the offensive odor. The police station, the same thing. To buy stationaries, all what they will use there. So it is unless maybe he is very good with the chairman of the local government of that area. Despite the fact that the force have printing press, and all those stationaries supposed to be supplied from those printing press. When I was in Taraba State, it was a civilian that we brought all those stationaries with police logo and be selling it for us at the state command. And nobody's challenging her. You see, if you want to know Nigeria, the true picture of Nigeria, once you see police, the entire police, you have seen the structure of what is going on in Nigeria. Are you getting me? And that is why there is need to decentralize the whole system. Let us be sincere with ourselves.
You mean state police, right?
Yes, because for someone to sit at Abuja dishing out instruction to the people down, that is part of the bureaucracy way to do things. And it can't work that way. Because the system of 1960, you are now making use of. So if we really want a change, we have to change the way we do things. To me, I would tell them that they should stop doing that, because those people that they are shooting at, they are the people they were recruited or employed to protect their life. And the civilian also, they just tread softly with whosoever that is carrying gun. Police are only legally entitled to shoot at the only set of people is armed robber. People may not know. There is a law guiding that even though if it is an armed robber, before you can shoot, maybe your life is in danger. Are you getting me? So even if somebody is carrying gun and you know that you can arrest that person with his gun without you shooting, go ahead and do it. So the gun given to police is not for police to shoot the innocent people. One thing I want you to know is that there's a spirit behind rifle. Once you handle it, you feel you are on the top of the world. To me, I don't think that banning them or dissolving them is the issue. No any organization, let me put it that way, that has no flaw here and there. But the best thing is that when the flaw is being coming up, try to eradicate it. When Sars started, they did a good job. Are you getting me? So, but along the line, because nobody is copying or monitoring them, they became what they became. That led to the cry of the masses now that they should be banned. You know, if we should say we should ban them, it's more or less you are saying that we should ban police entirely. Because they are only just an arm in the force. Now, as they were being dissolved, they are surely coming back to the police. Based on the money that they have made, anywhere they are being posted to, they can use the money to influence. And they are the one, don't be surprised when you get to division, don't be surprised that they may likely be the one you will find in the crime department of that division. Susie, it's just like I listened to somebody that was saying, just say the illustration they gave. He said that it's just like you removed the Chelsea jersey and give all the entire team of Chelsea, give them the Barcelona jersey. That cannot make Chelsea team to play like Barcelona team, they will surely play like Chelsea. When my father, during the days of my father, every 6 months they used to issue them all those kits, blanket, complete. I get me complete. When I say complete, the beret, the uniform, the shoe, I get it. In fact, then if your uniform is worn out, it's just for you to take it down to the station, to the SO, and it will issue you another one. Likewise the shoe, any of the uniform. I get me. So the training, I get me. Because there are a lot of corruption also going on in the training, because that is where it started from. And the training school. The training, the welfare, when I talk about the welfare, the money, and a disciplinary committee that whosoever that err should be dealt with, irrespective of whom is connected to. You know, in the police, whether you like it or not, there are some postings that naturally they are juicy. Whereby if you are posted there, they pay you, which is statutory, known. But in a situation whereby you now make it to that it is only some good people because they are connected that will be going there, while some people are in your black book. So they were meant to suffer. It doesn't go well. Let everything go strong. The government should play their part. As I said, the tendency the government is releasing the money, but the government is not monitoring it. The president cannot come down to the rank and file and ask that what is going on. Whatever I want to ask, he will call the IG. And whatever the IG tells him, that's what he will believe. So let everybody appointed discharge their duty with the fear of God.
For one cause, we're determined to rebuild and restore. Where freedom reigns and truth prevails, our land where there's hope for us all.